For Mendiola FC 1991, player number 13, Joshua Hado. Player number 4, Yuan Lenya. Player number 10, Hamed Hachimani. Player number 12, Eljan Rasunable. Player number 16, Christian Lapas. Player number 17, Ramin Sultani. Player number 19, Kit Adulan. Player number 21, Davisho Mika Endongo. Player number 25, player number 74, Habilia Mario. The substitutes are player number 28, Angelo Sintoko. Player number 15, Nicolas Josepi. Player number 18, Michael Sims. Player number 22, Timothy Uy. Player number 24, Habes Mubarak. Player number 26, Benham Hanidia. Player number 29, Yuta Nishidia. Player number 42, Ceylon Port. Player number 63, Gansmagio Antipuesto. Player number 80, Robert Nishigashvili. Player number 88, Reg Studio. The head coach is Dan Padatanay. The referee is Nick John Pineda. The assistant referees are Paul Kanisha and Brian Nuevo. The fourth official is Michael Barajas. The referee assessor is Ray Ricarda. The match commissioner is Ira Molina Ilan. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
It It is a windy and gusty afternoon here at the Binyan Football Stadium, where we have Loyola FC taking on Mendiola FC 1991. Good afternoon, football fans. This is Glenn Casas bringing you the action live from Laguna. We are looking at two teams who had quite similar starts, quite similar beginnings, but when you see where they are standing right now, one has been pretty consistent as to where they've been staying, whereas the other team has been on an upward trajectory with the consistency that they've also shown through the results. Interesting to see right now, we have Loyola FC coming up from 6th position here with a recent string of good results. We're looking at 4 wins in the last 5 games, and the last one against Maharlika with a 1-0 victory. Close margins nga yan, pero you can never really say what's what in football until the game's been played. Dako naman tayo sa kabila. Mendiola FC 1991 coming off of 4 losses and 1 draw, and the last time that they've had a point was against Maharlika as well. Pero that time, that was a 3-3 result for them. And it's quite different now from what we're seeing as of their last game. They had faced quite a drubbing from Manila Digger here with a 10-0 difference. Nag-aabang tayo dito ngayon for the start of the game. We are seeing both of these two teams, and what's at stake right now is for one team to break the momentum that's pulling them downwards. That would be in Mendiola FC 1991. This is still a league to be played for, and while they may not be in the running for any silverware, they still have something to play for pride. On the other hand, Loyola showing the recovery, the trajectory that they've shown throughout since, well, you can't really say they folded, but they took a hiatus after the pandemic, and dun mo nga makikita na the resilience behind this team, and now they're right back on the top flight. And not only are they showing it like a new team reborn, they're actually competing and is now in 6th place, and after getting a string of good results against teams that we thought would have the advantage over them, namely a win against Davao within their last 5 games and a draw against Cebu, a win against Stallion. So the results are really interesting here, because showing what they can do amidst teams with great defensive and attacking prowess here. Loyola's really been able to stand their ground. Well, as we stand by here for the start of the game, let's give them time to make preparations for what's to come. Malapit na nga tayo ngayon sa kickoff natin here in Laguna. And while we don't have any graphics on the screen, let me just lay the story for you guys here. So far from the lineups that I am seeing, we are still Loyola will still be, well, not really missing, but they have put Rico Andes on the bench. Rico Andes, of course, being the most influential player for Loyola right now, with 7 goals and 2 assists to his name so far this season. Quite an impressive start for a young lad here at the PFL. Pero of course, not far behind would be Anderson Philip Solongo and Francis Arturo Tacardon, who have also made some goals and assists throughout this season as well. So hindi lang nag-iisa ang kanilang attacking prowess. And actually, in the previous game, it was Koki Narita who scored the winning goal against Maharlika there. So they have a lot of targets to really watch out for. On the other hand, the talisman is playing still with Mendiola FC. Hamed Hajimadi currently behind only Begandom when it comes to goals and assists. Right now, Hamed is 2 goals and 1 assist, and he has certainly been one of the key figures for his team. They will be missing the services of Begandom in this particular game, and as we know, Begandom has been the top scorer for Mendiola FC 1991. I believe he is currently running with 3 goals to his name and 1 assist as well. That's not to say that they don't have a lack of talent here. They also are bolstered by a lot of names that have been in the league for quite a while, and some reinforcements. The San Beda football system here and the products that come out, it really shows where football could be headed here as long as they keep heading in forward direction. But enough talking about the story. Let's put it all to the pitch here for the match proceedings as we are about to start.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome the teams of Loyola FC and Mendiola FC 1991.
Our match officials this afternoon, Mick John Pineda, assisted by Paul Galicia and Brian Buergo. We have the 4th official as Michael Barajas. So ito nga yung tinitignan natin ngayon. Both of these teams started with quite similar stories. Ang main difference lang ngayon is how they've recovered or how they're going right now. 11, well, in this case 10. This is match day number 11 this season. On your screen right now is Koki Narita, the goal scorer from the previous outing from Loyola. Since na nagkaroon ng injury si Rico Andes, dyan mo nakita that his strike partner, because he was already being influential in the field, giving assists or giving great passes and unlocking Rico Andes in so many opportunities. So it's quite interesting that he has stepped up right after. But still a lot of numbers to make up for, because right now, marami siyang katunggali. Sa kabilang panig naman, the influential talisman, the skipper, Hamid Hajimadi, na matagal nang naglalaro for Mendiola FC 1991. And one of the more animated figures pagdating dito sa ating field. You would definitely see him doing some action here. And hopefully he could rally his troops into a decent result today, kasi even though we are 11 games from the start of the season, there's still a lot of football to be played for. Gaya nga na sabi ko, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Loyola has been a good shining example of that. Mendiola needs to do the same. Right now, Mendiola is sitting in 10th place with just 1 point after 11 games played. Medyo mabigat-bigat yan. And They currently have a negative 49 goal difference because of the drubbings that they've received most recently from Manila Digger. Handa na mga magbabakbakan dito. They are taking their places. It has been really windy here at the Binyan Football Stadium here in Laguna, and the wind has always played in favor of the team playing from right to left. Well, to kick us off would be the team playing from left to right. Mendiola in their usual red-white shirts and black trunks. And playing opposite them in the blue would be Loyola. And right off the bat, high intense pressure coming from Loyola here, trying to get the initiative early on. Nice good pass there to Ariola, who finds the wing. Sudo trying to put it into the box, someone to head, but right in the hands of Joshua Halog. Great hands and great response from the keeper. He really had to jump as quickly as he sees the trajectory of that ball. Mendiola now trying to put a counter in, but they aren't able to move fast enough here. Hamid Hajimadi receives the pass on that right flank. Maghahanap ng papasahan sa gitna, but he has to get through his defender first. Great pass from Hamid, and now his teammate is trying to look into space here. Going across in front of the box. Ngayon, nakinasunable na ang bola. Naharangan ni Loyola. Loyola will try to get it back. Rasenable able to keep it moving forward. Under immense pressure, though, I think Loyola almost had the opportunity to take the ball away. But the ball goes back for a throw. Mikang Ndongo with the throw. Agawan sa may tabi ng box there, but it will fall kindly for Loyola, who is now playing the ball through their keeper, Natsu Okamoto. Patient build-up again, kasi we're still in the early stages of the game. They really want to figure out how the other team moves, and once the other team has found how to unlock their opposition, opportunities could come in. Good pass from the skipper to Sudo. There, Sudo could not control. Great vision from the captain. And now the ball goes back to the defenders here. Looking for that long pass down that left wing for Sudo, but the ball was taken a little bit too far from his path. And an offside flag has been called anyway. And we can see some animated movements from the coaching staff of Leola here. Free kick taken. Mendiola opts to rebuild from the back. They're under pressure here from Garciano. And the pressure comes off in their favor. Burnett here moving that ball. And almost there. You could see the opportunity here from Anderson Pinto. He was right in space and in a good position to really drive that ball in. But we are still in the opening stages here, and both of these teams are probably still just getting out from their warm-up phase. Joshua Halog to take this. He delivers it long and against the direction of the wind. Falls kindly for Mendiola's midfield. Pero he could not keep the ball. Alan Kingdu. Loyola with the throw. Babalik ng direksyon. Mendiola trying to get control over the midfield, and they might have succeeded here, but they are still under relentless pressure. Almost getting that ball away, but Loyola now trying to release that attack through their skipper. Look at that shot again from Anderson Pinto. He knows that he could have done better with that. He has that space. Hinahabol pa rin ni Garciano ang bola, trying to force an error from the Maharlika team, or rather from the Mendiola team, sorry. Well, ako din ay nagpapa-warm up pa. A little bit of a battle in midfield. Burnett able to nick it back for his team. Anderson Pinto lays it off to the wing, looking for that space. Babalik lang din right through the back line, Loyola. Okamoto goes for Anderson. Anderson again. Looking for Sudo right down the left, and Sudo almost gets to it. But even if he did, the flag has gone up. He has been a step ahead of the last defender. Medyo nag-iinit dito, pero we could see that Loyola is taking more of the chances here and have been driving the ball into the opponent's half. They've taken Mendiola on the back foot here. Mendiola trying to drive the ball far with those long passes, hoping to get somebody over the line, but the Loyola defense is able to keep their defensive shape. Mabilis nilang nahahabol ang bola before pa siya lumagpas. Throw in with Keith Idulan. Pass almost gets to somebody in the box, but nicked away. Burnett again for Loyola, gets it away. Ball to Sudo, then to Pinto, pero hindi nila makontrol ang bola. And what a clearance there. Buti na lang at hindi lumagpas sa stadium, that clearance. Loyola still in possession. Nice little header there towards Sudo's direction, pero medyo napalakas pa rin. Difficult to control that header. But Garciano, seeing the run of his teammate, that was a good attempt. Idulan ulit on the ball to throw. At hini-urge siya na i-throw really long here, trying to get it as quickly as possible into the front, but he has been taken down. Ruben Doctora, former national team player. A bit of a tussle there, and it falls kindly for Mendiola, and Ramin Sultani, who has drawn the foul, gives an opportunity for their skipper Hamed Hajimadi to swing that ball in. And if you can hear in the background the crowd cheering on Loyola here. After a good string of results, some of the supporters have started to gain traction again. And hindi nga ito Rizal Stadium kung saan madaling puntahan, by no means, but still, they have traveled all the way to give that support. They will have to defend. Hamed there, almost delivering a great assist. Mendiola could not capitalize on that opportunity, but they will still try to push forward and still retain possession. Let's have a look at this again. The ball has bounced well, but looks like it was the keeper, Natsu Okamoto, who was first to the ball. Now we're talking here. We are getting a bit of pressure coming from Mendiola now, seeing to force Loyola to make those mistakes into the box again, and going for the spectacular Alan Kigundu. But this is an opportunity for Loyola to break. They have the numbers up front, but it's quickly dwindling. Garciano was not quick enough to get to that. Halog, thankful that the ball was closer to him than it was to his opponent. Mendiola losing that in midfield, but regains it again. They need to get control here if they want to push forward. Ito na nga, another offensive coming from them. But a foul has been called by the referee. Hang on, a player, rather than a foul, looks like a player is on the ground right now. Let's have a look at that. And looks like it has been from the last phase. It's Jemani Burnett, I believe, that's on the ground and hasn't gotten up since the last two plays that happened. So habang wala si Rico Andes here, si Narita Koki ang may pagkakataon to do something. But so far, we are seeing efforts coming from elsewhere, particularly on the left wing with Sudo, and right in the middle with Garciano just making the pressure. Here's the replay again, and I think that was an elbow sticking out from the number 21, Micha Ndongo. But that will be the end of that commotion. Loyola will be keen to restart, regroup. Well, not with that wayward pass would they push forward. It goes back to Mendiola for another throw. Medyo napadulas at naagaw ng Loyola ang bola. Losing the ball in midfield there. Narita couldn't keep it, but Loyola still has the ball. Good recovery from them. Garciano to Pinto. Koki again on the left. Pinto has been crowded here. Couldn't get the ball in control in front of the defense. Burnett looking all right here and chasing down that ball. Almost got away with that one, Ruben Doctora. And Burnett is on the ground. Referee has called a foul, and it will be in favor of Loyola. Jemani Burnett winning that for them. Or rather, it has rolled out for a throw. No, looks like we were correct with the earlier call. It will be a free kick. In goes the delivery from Ariola. Trying to get that clear away anywhere but the goal. Habila Marl. And again, despite the long distance from NCR, we are hearing the banging of drums, trying to push forward the team in blue, Loyola, who's about to take this corner. Taking it short. Anderson into the box. Blocked. But still with Loyola. Loyola player on the ground, but the referee's not interested. Loyola still gets that ball into that box. Low cross, but it was blocked. Burnett tried to put it back again, and a long distance shot again blocked. Still not out of the danger yet. They need to clear this ball or play it. And looks like they might be able to play this out with a lot of players in front. Oh, the curve itself, and maybe the wind hasn't played to Mika Ndongo's advantage. Now the players from Loyola has come back, but they are still on the attack. Mendiola trying to put it into the box. Great clearance from the defense, opting to let it out for a corner instead. But the pressure has been building, and it is not a one-sided game for sure. Ahmed looks to take this corner. Let's have a look at that again. And look and behold, it was Koki Narita who tried his luck from that distance, but there was just a lot of bodies in the way. In comes the delivery for it. Header could not be completed, and Loyola is out of the danger. No, looks like they are still trying to fight this off. Mendiola a little bit more determined this time. But that pass from Mika Ndongo has halted play, and now it goes back to the other team. Aaron Vasquez make this throw. Koki Narita, hanahanap si Pinto. Great determination from Garciano to take the ball back and add some pressure. Mendiola doing well to keep it in play. But that long pass looking for his teammate, Doctora there, it's not gonna make it. Loyola trying to push. Koki on the left. Pass was too short. Mendiola or the opportunity. Sultani on the ball. Space on the right. And Doctora almost in passing range, but he was overwhelmed. And now Loyola nicks the ball back in the midfield. Shifting play to the left again. Sudo waiting for Pinto there. Pass a bit too strong. Mendiola takes it back, moves forward with Mika. Dongo there finding his teammate down the left. Anki Dongu. Hamed, great pass to Sultani. Sultani tries for it. Natsu Okamoto doing the needful to keep that ball away from his net. But so far, that could be the closest attempt on target today. Let's have a look at that build-up play. Hamed not even looking, but realizing that Sultani is in a better position to make that run. And Sultani's been afforded the space, takes that shot on, but not enough power and could not get it away from the hands of the keeper. Closest one we have so far, and it is coming from Mendiola, who is looking to get results, to add on to that 1-point tally that they've earned throughout their 11 games. Doctora taken down, and it will be a free kick in their favor. Hamed takes it quickly again to Sultani dyan sa kanan. Waiting for some backup here. Dumating ang dalawa, but it's too late. He has been overcrowded. Shifts the play over to the left. Aun Kingindu being hounded by Vasquez. But still the ball remains with Mendiola through a throw in. And the build-up of play gradually going towards Mendiola's direction. Into that box. A header could be in. Good clearance there from Anderson, but it's not over yet. Medyo makakahinga na ng konti ang Loyola with that play. They let that out, but it goes back to Mendiola, who now has a lot of numbers behind. Idulan maghahanap ng kakampihan dito. Goes for the player out long. Mika Ndongo failed to control. Babalik ang bola sa Loyola. Time to reverse the initiative here. Into Koki. Pinto. Not enough control to keep it with him. Sudo gets it. And could an opportunity arise here on the left side? Sudo passes it to Pinto. No, Pinto lets it go to Koki, but Koki could not get to it ahead of the defense, who clears it. Mendiola could counter. They have numbers here. Loyola is still rushing back to their positions, and they might be outnumbered, but here comes the reinforcement from Loyola. And they managed to get that under control. Burnett to Pinto in midfield. Sudo again on the left for Loyola. Hihintay ng papasahan, but there's no one in close proximity. Opts to go back to the skipper in midfield again. Ariola there trying to get that ball to his teammate Sudo, pero hindi nagkabasahan ng utak. That was a good way to move the ball forward. Ariola was really running out of it, but look at this attempt right here. Pinto saw the run that Koki Narita was making, but Koki was not in a great position to take that shot. Loyola now here with Vasquez. Can't find a way through. Babalik kay Narita. The time right now is 19 minutes. Apologies for the lack of graphics, but we don't have a lack of football here. Ball goes directly to Joshua Halog. Couldn't thread it through Sultani, and now Loyola nicks it back. Garciano nasa kaliwa, hounded by two defenders, still has the ball, opts to pass it to his teammate. Couldn't get the passes in for Ariola, but still Loyola appears to have control. Under pressure now, Doctora trying to force an error from the keeper. Okamoto hoofs it away. Loyola could not keep it. And now Halog tries to get that ball out of his box. It only goes as far as a Loyola player. Takardon couldn't see the ball well enough there. Let's have a look at that pass right here. Garciano almost to that ball. They haven't actually had any shots on this on target yet, but the plays that they've been having, they really want to go for the conservative passes, the ones that could really open up the defense. Medyo mahilig silang maghanap ng space sa harapan mismo ng goal to take that shot. One shot so far from the distance coming from Koki Narita, but that one was well blocked because there were too many bodies in the way. Joshua Halog seemed to go against the wind. Nice, low, but not powerful enough. Midfield needs to control. Allen could not, but Mendiola still trying to keep that ball. Loyola gets it from midfield, and now they opt to reset their attack. Passes it all the way to the keeper. Keeper hoofs it. No one to receive it. Ball goes back to Mendiola. Natsuo Okamoto just with the clearance. Babalik ang bola sa Mendiola with that play. Mendiola with the throw. Well intercepted by Loyola, but the referee has spotted a foul and it goes in Loyola's favor anyways. Time to take this free kick. Goes for that long pass down the midfield. Garciano controls it and passes it to Pinto. Pinto making that run, but pressure from behind puts him down, and a foul has been called in favor of Loyola. It was a good run here, as you can see, but pressure coming from the number 4, Juan Reña, from the back was an opportunity for Pinto to take ground. This is a good chance, especially if you could play to your advantage. The strength of the wind. Tingnan niyo yung mga puno sa paligid kung gaano sila kalakas yumugyug. Diyan mo makikita na you have to go for accuracy than power. If you can get that ball to dip, there's a good chance that it could go in. We have two players over the ball. Looks like it will be Koki to take. Could not make the ball go low behind or under the bar. Gaya nga ng sabi ko, sa lakas ng hangin ngayon, a lot of power could really keep the ball going and way beyond. See this again. He was going for a lot of power behind it. Look at it. The inside of the boot, trying to get that spin in. Bit of a tough push there from Pinto on Hamed. Mendiola keeps it through this free kick. Tries to take the initiative with that quick one. Loyola reads it. Intercepts. Burnett now passes over to the right flank. Takardon there. Naharangan. But a foul has been given. And rather, that's Sudo Kazuha. They have switched places with Takardon. Interesting play here coming from Loyola, switching the players over. Perhaps they want to confuse the opposition here by switching players. But right now, another free kick, and again from a good spot. This time, Pinto will take it and goes for a low pass instead. Intercepted, but not yet out of the danger. Lalabas ng Binyan Football Stadium ang bola. And a throw would ensue. Vasquez to take. Does it short. Sudo. Vasquez into the box. Oh, and it falls kindly to Loyola. A bit of confusion. They need to take advantage. They could not take advantage. Eugene Ariola with distance while the opposition was still in disarray. Does the right thing, takes a shot to maybe try his luck. Look at how that bounces kindly for Takardon, but Takardon was unready, unprepared for that rebound right there. And now they are making close calls of their own. Mukhang magiging okay si Joshua Halog for this, and he will be manning his defenders to defend this corner. Sudo will take it for Loyola. We have 5 people in the box, 2 lurking outside. And Mendiola has everybody but Doctora inside the box defending. In comes, it's too low. Could be a clear here. Doctora almost away, but Burnett was quicker. And yet, the experienced national team player, former national team player, has gotten himself a free kick, which gives Mendiola another fighting chance to keep going forward. And you can see that the coaches for Loyola is not happy with that. Good pass. Could Doctora control? Not good enough yet. Clearance coming from Loyola just to get that away from Ruben Doctora. Balot Doctora used to be one of the premier strikers in the UFL. Moving over to Stallion, so this used to be his home. And now playing in Mendiola, who could not capitalize on that. Well, here's the attempt again. Good delivery from Hamed, but well intercepted and headed away. We're back to live action. Nagkakagulo sa box. Burnett trying to play it out and does well against 2 defenders. Trying to get that pass to Garciano. Pero mahahabol din. Garciano applying pressure. And Joshua Halog decides to really hang on to it tightly. Marl looks for someone up front. Intercepted by Loyola, and now the ball is being fought for in the midfield. And could that be a good attempt? A pass to Koki Narita, who tries to control, puts it to Pinto. Pinto could not put the touches, but the keeper's off his line. And the ball apparently has gone over the line. Anderson Pinto could not control and keep it in. As everybody inches closer to the opposition's goal, we cannot tell you who would be taking first blood here. But I can tell you this, it's not going to stay goalless for long with this kind of play if they keep going at it like that. Joshua Halog to deliver it again against the wind again at mukhang umangat na naman ang bola. Falls kindly again to Loyola. Pinto pushes it to his teammate Garciano, making that chase, but the ball goes over and Halog gets it back now, trying to get this counter in, but that pass to Sultani will not make it. A bit too much power. Quickly taken throw in by Loyola now with Pinto looking for Takardon on the left. Cannot find Takardon with that pass. Sunod-sunod ang action dito at medyo nahihirapan na nga tayong humabol. But this is the kind of football that you would love to see. Two teams having a go at each other. And while silverware is out of sight for both of these two teams, there is still something to play for. A little pride behind this. Joshua Halog tries to get that one through a long pass, but the wind has knocked the ball out of trajectory, and again Loyola to take advantage. Garciano on the left, waiting for someone. Pinto, nagpasan niya. Garciano tries to lay it off to Burnett. Burnett to Cocky, who takes that shot. But again, the stable defense so far being shown by Mendiola has kept that away yet again. But for how long? Takardon on the left again. Delivery into the box and straight into the claws of Joshua Halog. Nakikita nga natin ang pressure coming in from both directions. Good build-up of play now. Looks like it's an opportunity for Mendiola to break the momentum. Nakakamdaman natin ang init ng Loyola. Idulan controls it well, takes that shot, but not enough power, and rather that was Ramin Sultani, the number 17. Very easy read for Natsu Okamoto. Dahan-dahan ng Loyola. Takardon tries to get it away from his counterpart. Loyola could still be on the attack. Takardon on the left. There is one player in the middle. That was Garciano, but he could not get it to him. Let's have a look at this replay again. Ramin Sultani was just waiting for the bounce of that ball, but a volley is not an easy skill to have. Sinubukan niya talaga na kunin yung tamang timing sa talbog ng bola na yan, but under the pressure that he has and with a number of players that could easily pounce on him, medyo nagdalawang isip pa siya. In comes the delivery from Loyola, header! It still fails to ripple the net. Leola with the closest opportunity so far, and now we have two players down. Let's have a look at this again. Great delivery coming in from Sudo, and that header from Garciano. He was in a great place, and that was a really accurate one. The pass to Garciano was really accurate. Pero yung adjustment niya sa header na yun, he could have taken maybe half a step or just let the ball bounce on him for control. But again, with the number of players that you have right around you, you only have less than a split second to make that choice. Now both of these players are on the ground, Garciano and Halog. Ice back there on the head. Maybe the ball coming in was a bit too strong. At medyo naalog ang Kokote. Halog, on the other hand, is still on the ground, receiving treatment from the physio. Ito na naman yung replay na yan. Takardon takes it straight into the gloves of the keeper, Hamed. Great pass to Ramin Sultani, pero yung talbog nga ng bola na yan, that was the really difficult part of it. He wants to take that control. He wants to take that ball first time because he knows he might not have a lot of options left. Pero also looking at how the defense reacted to it, I think they were caught a little bit ball watching there, the Loyola defense. Had Sultani decided to maybe take an extra touch, that could have made a world of difference. And hindi na siguro tayo all level at the moment. Nagsilabasan ang mga ice bags here to mitigate the pain. Football is a really physical sport. But no rest for the wicked, as Halog will be taking this goal kick, and still against the direction of the wind. He will be hoofing it long. In it goes, and it did not go as far as expected. Loyola to take advantage of that. Sudo still on the right flank. Vasquez trying to get away from his man, Burnett. Now making that run to Koki there, trying to lay it back to Burnett or Sudo, but neither of these two players could get to the ball. Koki Narita a touch too much for that last pass. You could hear instructions being barked at by the coaching staff. I think that was head coach Dan Padernal barking the instructions to his wards. Hamed trying to make that pass to Doctora. Doctora could not get that in control. Burnett for Loyola controls it in the midfield and tries to push it forward, but he has been dispossessed, and Hamed tries to lay it off to another teammate. But Loyola able to clear, and almost with a counter, until that offside has been adjudged for Garciano, who is complaining that he is not. The assistant coach on the Loyola side not happy. The head coach is listed as Roxy Dorlas here for Loyola, but that certainly isn't Roxy. Hamed tries to put it back. Sultani couldn't get it. Hamed intercepts, but it still goes back to Loyola for a throw. Pinto to continue the attack. Well, looks like he has opted to hold off. Wala na ang initiative sa Loyola to take that throw in quickly. Good long throw to Takardon, who was looking for Koki Narita, but he wasn't near the location the pass has gone through. Mendiola now back at it. Konting agawan sa midfield. Sudo could nick it back for his team. 38 minutes in, shot! And still props to the keeper with that quick response. He has been hurting this game. But still, he is pushing forward, and with that save, look at Sudo's run. He almost gets away from everybody. Takes that shot before the defender, Marl, could get to him. But that also leaves Joshua Halog with a lot of room for errors to make. Well, in comes the delivery from Sudo. Someone tried to head it away. Koki Narita tried to head it in, but to no effect. And the Frente making themselves heard again. Marl. Razonable. Eljon Razonable looks for Doctora. Doctora to Hamed, but Hamed won't get to it. Pinto for Loyola, cannot control. Sultani gets it. Mendiola back on the attack. Trying to get that control in for Mika Ndongo. Still can get that ball in a forward direction, but Mendiola has it only until Loyola gets it back. Sudo with a good interception. Pero di pa natatapos, and looks like Doctora has an opportunity to get away from the keeper. A penalty has been awarded. Ruben Doctora using his experience as a striker to get that ball out of reach from Natsu Okamoto and draws the foul right in the box. Mick John Pineda makes no doubt and points to the spot. Let's look at it again. Balot was already free, but Forosuelo already behind and leaves no choice for Okamoto but to take it into his own hands, which failed. And now an opportunity for Hamed Hajimadi to add one to his tally and take his team to the lead. And although faint, you can hear some shouts for the Mendiola team. Hamed Hajimadi with a feint, and right on! Calmly done. You know that when you have a lot of experience taking it from the spot, you will not miss. Hindi magpapatinag despite the fact that the keeper has been doing well so far. It's still all to play for, but Hamed has been that driving force to put his team into the lead. Balot Doctora Jr. again counting on his experience with how the defense was gonna respond to him after he's gotten himself away. Opened that opportunity, forcing Natsu Okamoto to move ahead of his line and just getting that ball away from his gloves while getting himself a penalty. Both these gentlemen have done well for Mendiola, but the story is not over yet. So looks like now Loyola has a hill to climb here, and they will want to traverse it while it's still just a hill. Takardon almost to that ball, but Joshua Halog there ready to pounce. Garciano with a little pressure, and Mick-John Pineda taking control of the situation just before it gets ugly and gives Garciano a talking to. Hawak na nga ni Halog ang bola nung time na yun, so the referee has no doubt that extra kick was unnecessary and could have been a card. But Pineda has opted to just give him a warning first. Well, looks like the keeper is down. And look at the time. Patapos na agad ang ating first half. We have just 4 minutes remaining of stoppages here. And we might have some more added because we still have the keeper on the ground and just helping himself up as his teammates. And now a free kick or a goal kick, this time to be taken by Renya. Still trying to go for that long pass, but again against the wind, it is not easy. Loyola through Koki loses it, and now making a run, Mika and Dongo. But the ball goes out of play and it goes back into Loyola's hands, who still has time to turn this around before the end of the first. But it is certainly a good position to be in for Mendiola. Foul has been called. Good chance to drive that ball into that box again. And Hamed just getting his defensive line ready. Free kick from Pinto and into that direction. Nabasa ng lahat including Joshua Log. But still, they continue to test the Mendiola goalkeeper. That wayward pass goes to Pinto. Pinto now could put it to someone who will drive it into the box. Takardon. Nice and low, but no one there. A bit of a fumble there from Sultani, but still Mendiola keeps it. And now a tussle in the box. Burnett successfully nicks it. Koki to Sudo. Sudo on the right, waiting to put that ball into the box. Delivery! Ew! And it rattles the bar. Off the woodwork and into the hands of the keeper. Burnett third attempt. Consecutive shots coming from Loyola, but still it is not level. The number of shots in that single play alone could have given you a heart attack. It rattles the post. Pinto blocked. Pinto tries again. Well gloved. Burnett tries his luck. And still not there for Loyola. 5 shots and all of them have been on target. But still we're looking at a 1-goal advantage to Mendiola, who clears this ball, begging for the whistle. But Loyola could still have one more play left in their boots. They need to play this to their advantage. Play it carefully because they still have time, and this is not the way to play it. Sultani with the space, but he was intercepted. Well defended by Fausuelo. Ramin Sultani almost given half a space there, but quick response from Forzuelo to get to him before that. Kitang-kita yung habol ni Forzuelo doon, and that determined clearance just to knock it out of play. But now Loyola is having some trouble getting that ball out of their own half, let alone their own corner. But that throw has been given, and Mick John Pineda blows his whistle. That concludes our first half. What a first half to bring to you. At first, it was all that sparring match, just going left to right, just going end to end, with both of these teams trying to find that opening goal. But lo and behold, a pass to Ruben Doctora Jr., who makes that quick run, gets that ball out of the keeper's hands, and getting that foul in the spot, or in the box, to get that kick from the spot, which was delivered coolly by Hamid Hajimadi. Right now, we are Loyola 0, Mendiola FC 1991 1. We will be back for more football action, so don't you go away. What you saw there was just the highlight reel from the first half, and now we're back here to continue with the second half. We've got a couple of substitutions coming in here for you for Loyola. Ivan Uwana will be stepping in for Ariola, and Kurt Dizon will be stepping in for Francis Tacardon. And now that we have been kicked off by Loyola, they are looking to pounce. They are looking to balance, bring back into balance the game that appears to have gotten away from them in the first half ever so slightly, courtesy of that penalty taken coolly by Hamed Hajimari, the skipper of the Mendiola team. What a build-up they've had. It had been end-to-end action in the first half, and right now we could be in for more, but with the adjustments being made by the coach from Loyola, could they have an equalizer up in the books? So right now, as they keep the ball rolling here, Loyola will be taking this throw in courtesy of Vasquez. Looking for Narita. Narita heads it to Pinto. Pinto couldn't get it to Garciano. The ball wasn't cleared only as far as another Loyola player. Ivan Uwano tries to get that space and shoots from distance. That's a little change that they want to see more. Opportunities. You can't score if you don't shoot. And Loyola looking to add some more to that, trying to head that ball in, but Koki Narita could not do it. Narita again, 3 to block that shot. But Loyola keeps on pressing on, and that ball took an unfortunate bounce and appears to be a handball foul and a free kick in favor of Loyola now. Vasquez for Rosuelo. Moves over to the other side. Anderson. Hinihingi. And it goes to Garciano. Garciano goes to the wing. Looking for that pass into the box. Couldn't find another Loyola player in. Agawan ng bola in midfield. Loyola could come up on top here, and they did. Almost getting away. A good foul has been conceded just right at the edge of that box. Sudo again, a man on a mission to deliver the goods. Heavy emphasis on his attacks, shifting from the left side and now on the right. And then now again, starting the second half, he is on the left side yet again. Ivan Uwana to take this. Free kick. It's a steep angle. Medyo mahirap i-target yun towards the goal. It's possible, but it's more likely a pass. We also have Burnett standing over it as well. Now that angle from Burnett could drive it into the ball, into the net. But it depends on how many bodies are going to be there for them. Uwano with a delivery. Garciano couldn't direct it goalwards. But it did take a lucky deflection off of another player from Mendiola. And now Kurt Dizon takes it quickly and short. Dizon into the box. Burnett to Vasquez, but Vasquez loses it. Kurt Dizon gets it back, but couldn't control. Still, the ball remains with the men in blue. Burnett. Pinto. Pinto still. Now on the right. Being handed down. Tries to get it in. And the shot! Almost an opportunity. Narita! No way in. 2 consecutive shots. Similar to how it almost ended with the 5 consecutive shots in the first half. And still, despite the number of shots being piled on, But Loyola, they can't seem to find that equalizer just yet. They will have to settle for this corner though. Let's look at that again. Narita, opportunity to strike twice. Delivered into the box. No way in. Mendiola could play this out. Hamed tries to go for that long pass there. Doctora to give chase. But that was just too much a hopeful ball. And now they restart. Loyola playing right out from the back. Anderson gets it into midfield. Burnett. A tussle for the ball right in the middle. Hamed in the middle of things. Burnett to come out on top. Controls it and gets it to Anderson, who makes a long pass right down the left flank. Intercepted by Mendiola. Hindi pa tapos ang action dito. Mendiola still has the ball, but not as far as Burnett. Fosuelo for Mendiola. All the way back again, this ball. Looking for a chance to shift the direction of the play. Pinto slides there and loses possession. Mendiola could have another opportunity afoot. Kingdu! And right into that box. But the shot was not good enough to score a second tally here. Let's have a look at that play once more. You can see Alan Kingdu there almost getting away from his man, but that pass was well intercepted by Loyola, who had to settle for a clearance, but then a throw now, and it's right into that box. Doctora could not direct it goalwards, and it does go out for a goal kick. Okamoto Natsu, whose foul from earlier led to that penalty, looking to make up for what had happened. Leola trying to do a quick attack now here with that long pass, but couldn't get it to someone up front. Trying to struggle for control in the middle, but looks like Loyola could come out on top. Pinto now against three. Passes it to Burnett down the middle. Burnett tries to drive it in. Suda here to Owano, to Burnett. Burnett loses it, and it has been cleared by Mendiola. Nervy moments for the team in the lead, and the team who has been struggling for form throughout the season. They are still looking for their first 3 points of the season. And being in the lead right by the end of the first half could send them into that first 3 points. But it all is up to Loyola on how they will respond to it. And so far, their answer has been the same. Attack, attack, attack. Burnett trying to make that pass to Koki. But well played by the defense to just have it bounce off him. Quick response from Ryuan Renya. Joshua Alog urging everyone to go forward again. He will be hoofing it, and this time around, the wind will be in his favor. And unlike earlier, where the ball tends to stay up in the air for longer and a steep dive after, it does go in a better trajectory, but still Loyola is to benefit from it. Koki Narita almost away. Great clearance by Marle. Decisive clearance, but danger not averted. Koki Narita passes it into the box. Kirk Dizon couldn't direct it. He wanted to get his body in a good position facing the goal before taking the shot. And that was a good sliding tackle. The referee says it is clean. Doctora still on the ground, however, and Mick John Pineda decides to check on him. And you can see the complaints coming from that little dynamo there. Balot Doctora always with that pace. But the aggression will always stay with him. It will be a Loyola throw. Vasquez just waiting for the right opportunity. Referee says hold on because looks like a substitution will be coming in. It's Yuta Toshiji and he will be replacing Alan Kigundu. Para mabigkas ko na ng tama at least once in this game. Alan Kigundu. And now the play continues, but wait, the referee says to retake. No, in fact, it will be a throw in for the opposite team. Razonable goes long, couldn't find Doctora. Owano goes left looking for Sudo. Loyola with another chance to keep going. On the left, Sudo still with the ball until he was intercepted. Great tackle there. But the danger's not over. Well, now it is, as the ball has just gone out of play. There was not enough room for Garciano. Kinulangan siya sa laki ng field to keep that ball into play. Great throw. Leola intercepts, but still a tussle for the ball here in the middle. Couldn't get it in control. Now they do. Loyola to come out on top. Pinto looking for Narita again. Well intercepted by Marl, but Loyola still has it. Kurt Dizon dispossessed, and Hamed Hajimadi has been taken down, and a foul has been given in his favor. Dizon the culprit here, and just helping him up. Veteran to veteran in the league. Coach Padernal just urging him to keep going forward here. They still have a game to attend to. Long pass, couldn't get to Doctora. Anderson was the taller figure. Loyola with Owano. Goes to Sudo on the left again. Handed down by the new substitute, Yuta Toshiji. And Mendiola comes out on top. Doctora trying to get that control. But Anderson was able to get a foot in. And just like the first half, we are back to end-to-end action here between these two teams. 6th and 10th place in the table, but both these teams are playing on par, and in fact, you would think that Loyola was the team in the bottom right now, but at the moment, opportunity to drive it in, but that was just too strong a pass from Owano. Sudo won't even have to give full chase to that. Goal kick to come. Joshua Halog. Time to push it up again for the Mendiola side. Narita tries to put it forward to Garciano, who could not get it for it. Lapas shifts the play over to the right. Tries to go for Hamed, gets all the way to Doctora, but then that foul has been called against him. And Referee just tells them exactly where to play that ball. Forzuelo was just a little bit too quick to play, too eager. Doctora presses. Loyola pushes. Garciano loses that. And now Loyola back at it. Trying to go for Pinto. Pinto still trying to get away from his man. Not giving him an inch of space. And Dongo doing the needed to just keep the supply away from getting into the box. Still, the ball remains with Loyola here. Mendiola will have to keep defending. That ball was taken into the box, trying to get that ball away. Yuta Toshigi. But Loyola manages to get back. Forzuelo now ahead. Finds Pinto on the right, hounded by two defenders. Pinto gets away from both men and tries it himself. There was just not enough power behind it, but still Loyola is in the box. Garciano tries to keep it in, but Joshua Halog able to respond. And that was quite a good response. Garciano was trying his hardest to keep it in, but there was nobody ready to pounce on the loose ball. And it only had to go into the gloves. Joshua Halog. Doctora to give chase. Can he control? No, he can't. Forzuelo on him like glue. And now Loyola will try to take it quickly, but it will be a goal kick, so they need to make sure that it's on the line and fully stopped at the dead ball. Anderson trying to look for Garciano. Intercepted by Renya. Still, Uwano to keep it for his team. Loyola again trying to pounce on the counter. Just not quick enough now. Ben Doctora almost gets it. Loyola able to dodge a bullet there. The pressure being put on by Balut Doctora. Has still been the same kind of pressure that he's been applying to the back line since the first half. And what fitness does that man have? Owano couldn't face the goal. Looks for a teammate and gets to Pinto. Owano again on the left flank. Tries to get it to Sudo. Sudo controls. Good job. But being hounded by the defense, Sudo still keeps it. And it's inside the middle of the box. A bit of a scramble there, but still Joshua Halog on top of things at the moment. But we do have players on the ground right now. Let's have a look at that. Well played there by Sudo to get it away from the mark, but there's just a lot of defenders in the way. And that's exactly one of the reasons why at the moment Mendiola is still able to keep tabs on the number of shots being piled on against them. Medyo napapalakas na naman ang hangin dito sa Laguna. We are still live at the Binyan Football Stadium here. And the floodlights have now turned on for the teams playing in the field. Alog just wants to keep that ball for his team and now delivers it long, making better long passes now than he was trying to do earlier in the first. But still Loyola gets it. Good pass from Pinto to move the team forward. Back to Pinto again. Uwano asking for it. Pinto just drives it in, but to the side netting instead. Wrong side of the goal. Anderson Pinto just wants to take it on his lonesome since nobody was in a better position than him, at least in his opinion right now. And if you look at this replay right here, there really isn't a lot of passing lanes to thread the ball through to a teammate, so I think taking the shot was the good decision. Long pass intercepted by Burnett. Loyola back again. Sudo looking for Garciano. Garciano could have win, but just a quick reaction there from Joshua Halog. And now it's back to square one for both these teams here. As far as the attack goes, nobody is able to get the better of the other so far the second half. Improvements made by Loyola so far have shown them to be a more attacking side again, but still have yet to find success in their endeavors. Just trying to draw Narita out of position there. Call it antics, but it's definitely a legit way to stall the attack and take out some of that time as well. Mendiola couldn't get the attack going here. Dispossessed quite early on in the midfield. Kurt Dizon to get that ball on the right. Back to Pinto. Good low pass trying to get it back to Dizon. Dizon could not get to that ball first. Marlon with the clearance. Forosuelo to keep it in for Loyola. Vasquez, who has now shifted to that center back position again. Dizon gets that ball kindly, and now against three gets it to Pinto. Pinto to Burnett. Burnett to Pinto, and Pinto again looking for Ivan Uwano, who takes that shot and skies it. If you're looking to hit the trees, that's definitely one way to do it, but still, with the defenders hounding him left to right, he really had not a lot of chance, not a lot of time to really weigh in on how he's going to take it. He just needs to send it goalwards, and send it he did. Anderson quickly taking that throw. Ahmed with that cheeky pass, but it's not going to get to Doctora. Leola on the attack. Left side Sudo again. Tochigi couldn't stop his compatriot. The ball delivered into the box. Falls to Pinto, but Pinto can't take that shot. Will he find a pass? He tries it again. And again, it goes over the bar. Anderson Pinto Noguera. Again, he is currently with 2 goals to his name and 1 assist. Trying to go for goal number 3 this season, but it has remained elusive for him. So now looks like the goalkeeper from Mendiola is on the ground again. Could still be the same kind of pain that he has been suffering from the first half. It looks like it's the same thigh that the physio is looking at from earlier. Looks like it's still not over yet. Anderson Pinto on your screens right now, trying to be that change, that difference between a draw, a win, or a loss for his team. And on the flip side of the coin, with the number of attacks and chances that has gone his way, so far so good. Joshua Halog has been able to keep it away and keep his goal spotless. Ilang sunod-sunod na pagkakataon pa kaya ang makikita ni Halog? Taken long, but Loyola intercepts again. Pinto with the control, looking for Dizon on the right. He gets to Dizon. Dizon will try to put it into the box. There are people in it. No, he can't find it. Goes back to Pinto. Pinto now tries to put it into the box, but has been cleared away by Marley. Anderson Pinto with the throw, and looks like he's going to go long with this, right into the box, headed away by the defense. Burnett able to control, but has to get away from. Kurt Dizon now into the box, and an opportunity to strike, but Ivan Iwano could not get the accuracy. Ivan Iwano again presented with a golden opportunity to equalize for his team. The pass was made perfectly. Look at this replay here. The ball has been falling, and he has the opportunity, but he had kept his eyes on the goal and not on the ball. And now we are still one goal in favor of Mendiola, who now has a player on the ground, Christian Lapas, and he appears to be clutching his right knee. This could give us a more clearer picture as to what happened. Ooh, and that was a late tackle there coming from Ivan Iwano, who nicks the leg rather than the ball. It looks like they take it quickly, but the referee halted play, especially after not seeing the advantage, just to give way for this substitution coming in now. A triple substitution, in fact, to come in. Reggie Sulit, former player from Manila Monte. Timothy Uy coming in as well. So the triple substitution is complete. Timothy Uy is now replacing Ramin Sultani, who had a lot of close encounters in the box. Gans Mariante Puesto, another Manila Monte player, and I believe he was the skipper of the Manila Monte team that played in the Copa, replacing Yuan Renya. Antepuesto, also a solid defender, and has been one of the active players when Monte was on the receiving end of quite a lot of numbers of attacks. And Reggie Sulit coming in for Ruben Doctora, Balot Doctora. And it looks like that tackle came with a boot coming off, and the referee was not happy with that tackle. Let's have a look at it again. A bit too physical for the referee's taste. In Dongo, just bossing his opposition. But now Loyola can push forward again.
Mendiola FC 1991. Player number 17, Ramin Sultan. Replaced by
So now looks like with how it's proceeding right now, Mendiola is poised to hang on to this narrow lead, but Loyola still has a lot of time and opportunity to change that. So far, it looks like we still have a very clean game between the two. A lot of fouls and physicalities, but no bookings, I believe, if I'm right. Good run by Mendiola. Razonable, dispossessed, but trying to get that ball back. Great reaction there. Vasquez was able to boss his side there, but a player now on the ground, and that's Eljan Razonable. Well, look at that one right there. Bit too physical coming from Pinto, which awards the foul in a dangerous spot here. Dangerous spot indeed. And here comes the goal scorer from earlier, Hamid Hajimadi, to make that delivery. In comes the run, and in comes the delivery, and right into the gloves of the keeper it goes. The ball has been pushed away, and Kurt Dizon is now looking for Narita to get it into the other side against 4 defenders, successfully thwarted by the defense of Mendiola. Wow, that was a quick transition there, but the response to that 4-man defense tells you that they have found stability right now, and they don't need to really put a lot of effort into pushing forward. Aaron Vasquez almost gets it to Garciano, but the ball is still with the Loyola side, looking for another way through into that box. Mendiola could clear. Mendiola successfully gets it. He takes control, and now making that run is Ndongo on that left. Vasquez with the interception, but only as far as Reggie Sulit. Hamed could not take control, and now Loyola is away. Starting from that left flank again. Lays off the ball to Rocky Narita, who is being hounded by 2 defenders. Sudo gets the ball back and now puts it into the box. Kurt Dizon could receive it, but there were a lot of obstructions ahead of him, and now a clearance coming from Habila Marle bounces off Pinto. And let's look at that replay, that delivery coming from Hamid Hajimadi straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Okamoto responding, being first to the ball, and who gets it away from his net. Hamed trying to look for Sulit. Pass intercepted by Forosuelo. The 8-8 versus the 9-9. Forosuelo lays it off to Anderson. And now they try to control the pace here. Loyola with Vasquez from center back, moving that ball forward. Finds Dizon on the right. Dizon has Garciano in front of him, but Dizon decides to drive the ball into the box himself. Ball goes in the air. People are looking for it. It falls in front of Koki Narita, but there's just too many defenders in front to take a shot out. Burnett tries to put it in the same direction, into Kurt Dizon's path. Dizon dancing away, can't find a space, gets dispossessed. A great job there, and the foot in from Habila Marley. And now we have a corner to defend. Kurt Dizon to take it. And Loyola as opposed to how Mendiola's been doing it, has committed a lot of men forward, not leaving a center back in the back. And it comes the header, but it just bounces off. And right now, Mendiola could break, but Ivan Iwano just hounds his man, keeps it out of play. Mendiola gets a throw. Eljon Rasenable, or Keith Edulan rather, hands on the ball and about to make that throw. Almost gets to Sulit. A bit of a tussle in the middle. Loyola coming out on top, looking for Dizon. Well intercepted by Rasenable. Lapas. Still, Lapas couldn't find a way through. Under pressure from 3. Burnett intercepts. Tackles coming in left and right, but no cards, no fouls. Pass to Reggie Sulit, but Sulit was not ready to make that sprint. Ganyang kabigat ang pinapalitan mo. If you're gonna be replacing the likes of Balot Doctora up that front, you have to react quicker with those kinds of opportunities. Kurt Dizon now on the right flank, gets it away from Rasenable and tries to put it into the box, but well received that defensive clearance from Christian Lapas. Lapas just getting that away, conceding a corner, yes, but stopping the supply into the middle box completely. Dizon now to try again, up in the air, anyone for it? Uwano could not head it the right direction. We are still not done with the football here. One goal to separate these two teams and one goal only throughout the game. But both have been making a hard push. One to get some points out of this game and the other to get that insurance goal, because this is an opportune moment for them to take their first 3 points of the season. Looking for Narita or Garciano, but well intercepted by Toshigi. Burnett trying to fight it off. Reggie Sulit couldn't get that, but Rasenable does. Waiting for Sulit to be in a better position, but Sulit was just too slow for that. Or rather, that was Hamid Hajimali that was too slow for that ball. Loyola trying to keep it with Pinto. Opportunity to pass it down the middle, or take it himself. Anderson Pinto saw that half space and took the shot on his own, and that wasn't half a bad a shot. But now we have a substitution coming in, the defense making the change. Look at that attempt from Anderson Pinto, just going and skying it. And that would be the afternoon for Aaron Vasquez here. Armando Antonio Gonzalez to take his place. Gets that ball into the right wing. Kurt Dizon does well to get away from Marley, but again taken aground by another defender. Dizon with that nifty spin to get the ball away from Marley, but into the path of another defender. Let's have a look at that. Nicely done skill. No, it was rather Marley just pulling him down. Feeling a little bit of contact there, Kurt Dizon, and tried drawing that foul, which he successfully did. And now this free kick coming from a very glorious position. If Pinto can play his cards right and get it to the right person to head it goalwards, we could be in for a game here. But Pinto just tries and goes over the bar. I am not sure if he was going for that goal himself from that difficult angle, but it was nowhere near the head of any other player. So I think the intention was to take that goal himself again, showing a lot of hunger in front of goal. The skipper or the player from Mendiola or from Loyola. Right now, Kurt Dizon is the current skipper after coming in as a substitute for Leola. Passing the ball calmly in front of the Mendiola attacking team. Still piling that pressure against them though. Leola in the midfield with Sudo, waiting for someone to be in his path. Goes for Koki Narita, who's been waiting for him. Tries to go for Burnett, who was in a better position, and Burnett to Dizon. Dizon to Uwano. Uwano will try to put it into the box. No way in. Uwano tries to go for Dizon again, but great clearance from Marley, that one-on-one battle that he's been doing with Kurt Dizon. And now you can hear once again the drums coming from the frente. And into that box, but it was headed defensively. Mendiola can step away without conceding that. Well, in it comes now. That delivery from Loyola heads it away. Burnett tries to give it chase, but they successfully keep that ball in. Ferrosuelo about to take it long. Goes for Narita on the right. Uwano ahead. Gets to Uwano. Uwano can't control, but Narita gets it back to him. And finally, the ball goes out of play and for a goal kick after being tossed around and being unable to control. We are 82 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Or rather 87 minutes, and we are almost done here. But Loyola is still knocking on those doors. Sudo tries to flip it. Oh, almost a chance for Garciano, but no contact. Kurt Dizon tries again for Burnett, who skies it again. And again, that elusive equalizing goal gets away from Loyola, who has been doing quite well until they have faced looking, someone is down on the field again, and it is the goalkeeper again clutching, this time the opposite leg. No, looks like it's still the same leg from earlier, that right thigh. Kanina pa niya iniinda ang sakit na yan. Ball was passed to Burnett, but I guess the force was just a bit too much. The angle taking that shot was difficult, but he had the space, and I think he had some time. Another moment slipping by as the time wastes away. Hamid Hajimadi, the man you can call on to convert that goal. In it comes. Burnett to intercept, headed to Ferrosuelo. Foot race with Reggie Sulit. Sulit pressuring Ferrosuelo, but the larger frame of the center back manages to screen him away from that ball. Burnett. Wano. Trying to look for Suda there. Or rather for Garciano. Wano again tries to give chase. Now Hajimadi gets it, but to no avail in control. And finally we have the graphics up. Refreshing sight to see, 89 minutes, and what an added time we have. 8 minutes. Still enough for something else to happen. Now while I told you that I cannot guarantee that it will stay goalless, right now I am not sure as to how this will end. It could be with an equalizer from the team that's currently piling up the pressure, but it could also be in favor of the resilient team who has hung on to this lead after getting it in the first half and could have an opportunity to double up. He gets away from his man in Dongo, but that pass down the middle looking for Sulit was poor, and in the end they give the ball back over for a turnover in possession. Loyola via Sudo on the left again. The favored left side from Loyola, delivery into that box. And Burnett trying to get away. Could he find that space? Not necessarily this time. But you notice that after the introduction of Kurt Dizon on that right flank, they have started to rely on Sudo less. But Sudo again with that delivery well cleared by Toshigi. And still ball goes out for a throw, but this time it goes back the other way. Eight minutes of stoppage time, most likely because of the stoppages being done to attend to the needs of Joshua Halog, who has been clutching that right thigh of his since the first half, but has still opted to continue playing on and has been making fantastic saves. In fact, save after the consecutive shots being taken by Loyola, who at the moment is still chasing the game with Garciano laying it off to Sudo. But poor communication in that return ball. Sulit tries to get that pass, but instead gets a bit too much power behind it. Long ball into the box. Kurt Dizon to get it. He is now back on the edge. Gets it to Burnett, who's now shifting it through the middle. Still outside the box though. Burnett gets away from the mark. Looking for a delivery, can't find a path. Goes back to Fogosuelo, who now shifts the play to the left side. Anderson looking to deliver into that box, and almost to Koki Narita, who couldn't get the final touch in. But a loose ball now being chased by everybody. Foot race here, and Fogosuelo wins it by a hair. Dizon now to revitalize this attack. Pinto from the middle, unleashing it to Burnett, who will try to put it into the middle. Well intercepted there. Keith Idulan just in the right place at the right time to get it away. But the danger is not over. Burnett again, still on that favored right flank this time with Kurt Dizon almost away, but drawing a foul against Christian Lapas, and the referee has taken note. A free kick has been awarded, and this time another chance to deliver into that box. Look at that play right there, that delivery, and you saw that Koki Narita was in a great position to receive it, but there was just one player right in between them. Dizon to deliver, couldn't get someone to head it in, but the ball is still up for grabs. Defensive header, and finally a clearance there from Antipuesto. And as you can see, Loyola is still looking for that equalizer. We are more than halfway through the stoppage time. Look at this replay here. That delivery into that box, only as far as a defender though. Great clearance from Yuta Toshigi to just get it away from his box. But Loyola still with the initiative. Pinto looking for some space here. Can't find Dizon. Decides to deliver the ball into the box himself. Well fisted away by Joshua Halog. But still Loyola at the ball, trying to get it into the box again. Koki Narita with that poor header. So far, he has not been able to step up and take the game by the horn. Koki Narita has been gifted so many opportunities to take the lead and even equalize. But this afternoon is just not his. It is, however, looking more so to be Joshua Halog's evening here. He has done well to really keep the ball. But is that enough? Still Loyola trying to get that defensive clearance in. They want to get the ball back, and now a little bit of friction coming in. Loyola with the throw, and he will try to get it as far away as he can. Garciano gets the ball. Tussle in midfield. Loyola loses it, and even worse, concedes a foul. Less than a minute and a half remaining here. And Mendiola to deliver. Sulit cannot control, and it goes out of play. Goes back to Loyola's hands. Nicely done to keep that ball in midfield. Mendiola just doing everything they can to delay the upcoming offense. Owano looking to get this ball, but no, it will be intercepted, and intercepted well. Loyola still looking to knock down that door, but it has been locked tight so far. Burnett to shoot! And that's as close as they can get, because John Pineda has just blown his whistle and has drawn this game into a surprising conclusion. Finally, after 11 games, it takes match number 12 for the first 3 points of the season. And what a team to get it up against. The rampant Loyola team, who has been driving results week in, week out, only to be thwarted by the man of the match this evening. Joshua Halog has been getting attack after attack. He has been on the receiving end of consecutive shots, but the gloves had been steady despite the pain he is feeling on his right thigh. You cannot emphasize how important the goal was, but you can never miss out on how important those saves were that virtually kept the team afloat and eventually kept the team in the lead. It is full time, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Binyan Football Stadium, and the match has ended with Mendiola taking the spoils from Loyola. The game ends Loyola 0, Mendiola FC 1991 1. Quite a fantastic matchup we've had. Two teams that were looking to drive results, one trying to look for that momentum to build up on, and looks like they have finally gotten something to get started. Let's just see how long this will take, or if they can drive it further with the next strings of results. But for now, we'll leave you on to the next match, so please don't go away. We still have Maharlika Taguig taking on Kaya FC Iloilo in the next match at 7 p.m. Still live here at the Binyan Football Stadium. Don't you go away.